Imagine a world where Manchester United had lured Lamine Yamal away from Barcelona before the Ballon d'Or 2025 announcement. Dembele took the top prize this year, while Yamal, despite a sensational season, came in second. But what if United had acted earlier? What would that have meant for him, for them, and for the narrative of football's future? Lamine Yamal, the 18-year-old winger, has already established himself as one of the brightest stars in European football. He recently committed to Barcelona with a contract that ties him to the club until the summer of 2031. That deal reflects Barcelona's determination to protect their young jewel, with high release clauses and structured bonuses designed to ward off interest from Europe's wealthiest clubs. It was both a footballing and financial move, securing his services while making any potential transfer negotiation difficult and expensive. At the same time, whispers around Manchester suggested United had an eye on Yamal. Scouts were reportedly watching his progress, considering his fit for a side hungry for fresh attacking energy. While no official offer was made, the curiosity was real. United, after all, have a history of recruiting promising talents, but also a reputation for missing out on players who later blossomed elsewhere. In this case, Barcelona's ironclad contract was a major roadblock. Had Yamal somehow switched to Old Trafford before the Ballon d'Or vote, the implications could have been dramatic. On the pitch, United would suddenly have one of football's most exciting young wingers, adding creativity, speed, and unpredictability to their attack. He could have competed directly with established players, forcing tactical reshuffles and energizing the squad. His presence would also have injected optimism into a fan base eager for the next global superstar in red. Yet it's not all straightforward. Signing Yamal would have required a monumental financial outlay, transfer fees running into hundreds of millions, plus a wage package competitive enough to lure him away from the Camp Nou. For a teenager, that level of investment comes with risks. Injuries, form slumps, or struggles adapting to the physical demands of English football could quickly shift the narrative from future Ballon d'Or winner to expensive gamble. The media glare at Old Trafford can be unforgiving, magnifying both brilliance and mistakes. Barcelona, for their part, clearly knew what they had. By extending his contract so long, they bought themselves leverage and continuity. They ensured Yamal's development would be nurtured in a familiar environment with teammates who complement his style. This also meant any outside club would need to weigh the financial and strategic risks carefully before making a move. For United, the hypothetical signing of Yamal could have marked a new era, a signal that they were serious about not just chasing established stars, but investing in the very best of the next generation. Imagine him in a red shirt, showcasing his talent in the Premier League, competing directly with players like Dembele on the global stage. It might have even shifted perceptions about United's direction, positioning them as a club ready to build for the future rather than just the present. But there's also the alternate possibility. Without Barcelona's structure and support, Yamal's rise might not have been as smooth. Pressure at United could have stunted rather than accelerated his growth. Talent alone is never enough. Context and environment often decide careers. The question now lingers in the air. Should Manchester United still push aggressively for Yamal in the coming years, even with his contract stretching to 2031? Or is it wiser to divert resources toward other targets, leaving Yamal to write his history in Barcelona colors? If they miss out entirely, the consequences could be more than just on the field. It could signal to fans and rivals alike that United continue to trail in the race for the world's brightest prospects.